Welcome live viewers, welcome replay viewers to my stream. I am multi-streaming as I do most Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays around 11:30 a.m. Pacific time for about an hour of TLC and tunes. I stream on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube with this username everywhere, TiffanyTLCMusic. Hi Whitney, how are you? How's your migraine? I ended up resorting to a serious medication last night at 3 in the morning. So I'm feeling better, but I hate when I get to that point. Hey Keeks, I'm glad you were able to join. Do tell me your migraine is better, my friend. I really hope so. I don't know why my iPad keeps going off here. Let me make sure the settings aren't like low power or something. Battery. Oh, no, it's not. I don't know what's going on. So I'm thinking Sad and Sweet Memories and Tumble Star. This is my list. Starting with Awareness. The Sun on the Sea, maybe. Everybody's in a Circle, That Brand New Day. These are the kinds of songs I'm thinking about. You're okay, just tired. Didn't get a migraine in the end. Oh, but was so close. I think I triggered myself thinking I was getting one. Wow, that's amazing, Whitney. All the signs were there. Wow. Gosh, I'm glad. Isn't that funny when it, yeah. I think part of one of the migraine triggers can be the stress about worrying about getting a migraine. You know, I'm glad you escaped it. Mine was sort of the opposite. I think really it's white. I would say white. I mean, I'm wearing white and gray, but I think white is, whatever's on my glasses, I think is the theme. But maybe it doesn't look like white. I don't know. It's kind of dim looking in here, huh? I think it's because I've got sun coming through the window, which creates, oddly, some dimness. Am I frozen? I don't know why if I recirc that might, anyway. All right, so, let's do a song and then we'll chat a bit. Much I could say and would like to hear how you guys are doing as well. But let's get to song. Let's do Starting with Awareness. I need that. I need a calming song. Been doing a lot of stuff. I'm working on laughing at it, being curious as things work and don't work. I'm like, gosh, I am totally besieged by my list today. I have no idea where to even begin. And oh, I'm out of time now. But it's also been stimulating. It's just, at least if I can maintain that calm. Looking at laptop cooling pads. Oh, has it been running hot? Keegan, I know you said it's been running. You've been a little worried about it, but is it running hot? Hi, Daniel. Don't pull the trigger on anything. Definitely chat with Dad and Elliot. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Sure, we can do the TikTok song. Starting with Awareness. Haha. Starting with awareness. Oops. My mic is too loud. How are you doing, Daniel? Tell us. I'm starting with awareness of all that really is right now. Starting with acceptance that what is right now. I start with heart empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me. In the end, acceptance doesn't mean I can't seem to change. Empathy does not mean I feel the same. They just help us move in peace, come what may. 'Cause fight, flight, or freeze is not what we need. Not in you and not in me. We want compassion and rationality. And so I'm gonna try to start with awareness of all that really is right now. Start with acceptance. it says right now. I start with heartfelt empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me and thee and we. It's not that I can't control what she says. It's not that I can't control what she says or does. But if I want peace of mind, no matter what, and it made me help my skin out of a rut, empathic curiosity guides me through. I pause to reflect before I do. I gently ask myself, is that really true? And I always try to start with awareness of all that really is right now. Start with acceptance of what is right now. I start with heartfelt empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me and thee and we. I'm willing to accept and mourn my unmet needs. If there's a crisis of imagination when he disagrees, so I don't panic or resort to rewards or punishing. Without rewards or punishments ever count within me, I can think of mutually beneficial strategies and make requests and not demand of anybody. And so I'm gonna try to start with awareness of all that really is right now. Thanks, Whitney. Start with acceptance that what is right now. I start with heartfelt empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me and thee and we. Without demands or threats, I can give my love freely. 'Cause to condition my love, it hurts both you and me, and invites us each to fight, flight or freeze. Yet we want peace without and peace within. Yet we want peace without and peace within. So healing and collaboration can really begin, so we can be all that we can be through thick and thin. And so I'm gonna try to start with awareness of all that really is right now. Start with acceptance that what is right now. I start with heartfelt empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me and thee and we. Ooh. I gotta go back and read a lot of comments, holy moly, or a couple long ones too. You probably should look at graphs. All you know is the fans you have been screaming when you open stuff up like your DAW OBS. Sometimes you put your hand underneath, it'll be hot to the touch. Well, ask your brother. By the way, I say that to all the rest of you who don't know. Elliot is like basically majoring in computer science, and he built his own computer. He's our go-to computer guru, and his dad is a close second. So, let's see here. Daniel says, how are you? I'm on bus number 12. Oh, you're back on the bus again. Yay. Bus is a number 9. The next bus is number 2. The next bus is number 13. And then the last one is, holy moly, how late are you going to be on the bus, Daniel? You got a busy evening there. You really want to learn, Keegan says, about CPU cores and CPU optimization. To the extent there's any software or hardware settings you have enabled that is hindering my performance, I want to know about exactly. Thanks for the nice comment, Whitney. And Daniel says hello to Keegan and Whitney and everybody else. I already have my list of songs. I always make a list just because I don't know like I always make a tentative list. Well, I say always, but basically always. So, but I suspect from that question that perhaps you have a request. Please do share, because very rarely do I have a list that's like, okay, I have to. I mean, I usually have one or two songs that like, okay, I definitely want to do those two, but there's usually plenty of room to have a request or two in there. We've already got TikTok. I just did, you may have missed at the beginning, I shared, or did I? I thought I did. The ones I was thinking of, Sad and Sweet Memories and Tumble Star, starting with Awareness we just did. Now we got TikTok, The Sun on the Sea, Everybody's in a Circle, That Brand New Day. Not at all thinking those are all songs I want to do. Those were just possibilities. I would really like to do Everybody's in a Circle and That Brand New Day, though, for sure. And then, of course, TikTok. So there's room. There's room. How was my sleep last night? I love Keegan's little emo, the robot with the heart. So sweet, so cute. You guys, I love that. You know, it's so unique, too. I don't think I've seen anyone with a, forget that it's a robot even, just somebody holding a heart like that. I haven't seen that emote, and it's a good one. You're on the bus till, okay, a little after midnight then. Still, holy moly. Do you get off at any of those stops? You just sit there the whole time. That seems like a long time to sit. No, Whitney, share it, because really, I'm just saying I make a list of like defaults. The only two that I would really like to do, aside from now this request of Daniel's, is Everybody's in a Circle and That Brand New Day. Really, the others are just like, I make a list so that I have a plan if I don't get requests, basically. I have a default plan. And also if somebody asks, you know, then I can share the kind of ideas. Like I usually put on the list ones that I just really need to do regardless, and ones that it's been a while since I've done. So do share. How was your sleep last night? Well, not good. Because I got a migraine. How I want to be. Excellent. It's done. We've got it on the list. That's so cool. I love that you requested that. I don't get much of a request for that one often. I love that you requested that. Yay. I know, sleep, says Whitney. What's that? Yeah, my sleep has been rough I've gotten to bed too late. I've said this before, but I've been really engaged in intense circadian rhythm management, meaning my brain needs like 8 hours in the dark, which means I need to get to bed early enough so that when the light starts coming up in the sky, the sun, I've had enough time in bed, which means I need to be getting in bed these days probably by like 10:15, and instead I've been getting in bed at like a little after 11. And before that, I would just be like, nope, I'm staying in bed. Even if I'm laying there awake, I'm going to close my eyes, I'm staying in bed. But not last night, but the night before and the night before that, I kind of was getting a little cocky about my migraines. Like, I'm going to be fine. I don't have to be in bed. And so 2 nights in a row, I got up with, I think, 7 hours one night and 7.5 hours the other. And the third day, I got a migraine. That was yesterday. It was also a crazy, insane day. I went to the doctor, I had a call with somebody, and then I had a meeting, in-person meeting in the evening, and got to, you know, it's just, so I really didn't ever have time to calm down. Once the migraine started showing itself, I couldn't, you know what, Whitney, you'll know what I mean by that. I couldn't calm it down, so I just didn't have, well, I could have, but I didn't. I didn't ever calm down enough to like have a chance to get rid of it naturally. Well, yeah, you know how it is. I mean, I'm just being real. Like, if I have the time, what I would like to do is just chill, but I don't want, I don't want to have my whole life dictated or cancel things based on it. Thankfully, I have this medication, but I still was hoping I could keep it at bay. Let's see. How was Keegan? Missed your Keegan chat last time. You need to leave early. When did the clocks go forward? I think it was in March at some point. Did you guys already have your daylight saving time? We did a bit ago. I don't think ours are at the same time though. You're just trying to find out why your new high quality gaming laptop is performing badly. It's not brand new, but it's new enough. I think we got it in 2024. Hi Trevor, how are you? TLC to you. How are you doing, my friend? I am on yeah, I guess oh, what was I going to say? Well, you know what? Let's do another song. I don't want to spend too much time because we've got a few to get through, and then I want to share something else about my music that I think you guys might be interested in. A new development. Tiffany chill. I don't think that's something you do. Hi, that is true. Oh, but you know what? I do a lot of self-care stuff, but with being a migraineur, this is a new word I've learned. The self-care requirements are exceedingly high. To, like, as you know, this migraine monster is I don't like to make it, but it's a strict one. You know, it requires strict obedience or it attacks. All right. You know what? I'm going to do How I Want to Be for my dear friend Whitney. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it next. This is a song that Whitney requested. It is about realizing that, well, I wrote it not too long after learning nonviolent communication, and I was so excited about learning about our natural desire and our natural inclination to empathize, and that I could reawaken it. You know, I could grow it. I could nourish it and learn better about how to use it. And but it has a little bit of it has a minor key to it, because it also is a sort of acknowledgement that, like, I'm not certain I'll always be able to do it, if so to speak. Okay, I gotta click a button here. All right, here we go. Now I'm gonna do it. Why not? All right. Yeah, Keegan's been doing a lot of stream practices because he's been nervous about his stream. What did I do today? Let me think about that. I'll mention that after. Thanks for asking, Daniel. And you tell me what you did in the earlier part of the day. Were you on the bus the whole day or just the evening? gone. I'm falling peace every day. So glad that I found my way. That I learned how to think things in a way that helps you and me. How to be the way that I want to be. Want to be. I don't want my songs to torture you, but I'm so happy that my song got stuck in your head. That's just the coolest thing to tell a songwriter, that your song got stuck in their head. That's just awesome. That happens to me all the time with Keegan songs. Oh. Yes. Oh, Keegan. You might be referring to the thing I was going to never torture. Okay, good. Thanks for the little hearts. So I'm going to keep it brief. I don't want to go on and on, but I mentioned last time, I think, that we went to this protest on the weekend, and the difference between this protest and the one before that was there's a lot of live music, including a new community peace and justice choir. It had only rehearsed like twice. They had like t-shirts, they had a huge group, they had beautiful singing, and I was like, ooh, what is this? I might be interested in that. But then I was also feeling down, like, oh, why aren't I performing here? Why aren't I doing my live performing? I have protest songs. And then I was like, well, I could. And then I was like, oh, really? Well, take a number. I have so many things, am I really up for that? So all that had happened. And then I got a message from a friend who was in that choir who said, I really want you to join this choir. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I had this flash of this choir singing my song One Candle, because I could see that being a choir song, I could definitely see us choir singing that song. And I thought, do I really want to say that to her? Am I really up for the idea of proposing that, even if they would do it? She had said something about them doing Creative Commons songs, so it made me think maybe they need some more songs, And so I mentioned the idea, and she was like, oh yeah, definitely talk to the choir director about that. She's very into supporting local things. And I was like, okay. So then I shared it with her, and I could see that, I called her, had an interesting conversation, and she was interested in the song, and I texted it to her, and then I saw that she saw it, and she didn't respond. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, but I was like, no, that's fine. If she doesn't like it, that's fine. Or she doesn't have time, whatever, no biggie. And then I debated and ended up going to the choir practice that night, which was Wednesday night. And that was an interesting experience in terms of, I haven't done a choir in decades. And so, and it was very fast moving and hard to figure out what my part was and everything. So that was a little challenging. And I conversed with her and was like, I didn't mention the song right away, but eventually I was like, did you get my text? And she was like, oh yeah, the song? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, I was like, what did you think? And she was like, oh, she realized that she had forgotten to respond or something. She was like, oh yeah, I can definitely see it. I need to see the words, but I can see it as a choir piece, And I was like, oh my gosh. So it's really exciting. It's really neat. And then separate from that, yes, you were referring to many things, including that. Isn't that exciting, Whitney? I know. And then separate from that, I would really, I want to consider offering that song and Persist to the local organizer of these protests. There's going to be another one on the 19th. and see about performing them solo. Although I'm afraid it's been so long since I've done live physical in-person performing. I mean, I have an amp, I have a mic, I set it all up, I practice it. It's totally fine, I can do it. But I might get nerves, that might be a little challenging, especially if it's a big group. But anyway, but then I realized I want to record Persist, because that's the other song, One Candle and Persist. And so Keegan and I spent the morning talking about, well, if I were to do a music video with that, what would it look like? So I'm not gonna, and could I delay the music video? Could I just record the song? Anyway, we had like a great discussion. It was just awesome. Keegan's ideas were really exciting. Yes, Keegan had originally imagined the original studio-produced version of One Candle to include a choir. Hey, Denise, how are you? Oh, so good to see you. Thanks for popping in. No, it was awesome, Keegan. It was so inspiring. Yes, it's so cool. I just shared an exciting thing, Denise, about maybe having One Candle be sung by a community peace and justice choir that I'm joining. It's really exciting. The possibility of it is like, wow, what? So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, it's really cool. It's not a for sure done deal, but she's interested, and so the choir director. And anyway, it's very cool. It's very cool. We're doing lots of protests in our area, and this is a perfect protest choir song, and I'm also looking at doing Persist at these protests. We're going to have another one on the 19th. So thank you, Whitney. Thanks for your vote of confidence. It is. I'm really a believer in continuing to blossom and grow. People will call it stepping outside your comfort zone. I don't like that, because I think you want to push the envelope just enough so it's stimulating stress, not toxic stress. So I'm trying to gauge how to best do that. Part of me is thinking, perform with the choir first, because that'll be in person, but I'll be one and a faceless person in a crowd, and get used to the in-person performing again before I try to solo at anything, for example. So anyway, it's all exciting though. Yeah, I know, Keegan. That's sweet, Whitney. Thank you. Yes, Keegan has so many creative production ideas. I'm so stoked to have him as my creative partner in this. He's full of awesome ideas. Oh man, my pick is, oh, okay, this isn't my only pick. It's like a tortilla chip. It's like cracked and too crispy. All right, so how have you been, Denise? I hope you've been doing well and have been able to hop on and stream. Okay, so we just did song number, was that just song number 2? I think it was. Let's do the requested, we'll get the request done. Let's do TikTok for Daniel. And then we can move on to the last couple ones that I wanted to do before we head off. This is so similar. Wait a minute, let's do something in between. This is too similar. Let's do That Brand New Day. That was one of the other ones I wanted to do. Sorry for the bait and switch there. Even this is somewhat similar because it's strumming, but at least it's a different key. But when we talk about change in the world, well, we don't have to agree. But maybe I could learn from you and you could learn from me, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb and we can find our way. Oops, sorry, Whitney. To that brand new day. Knowledge is emergent, that's what they say. So let's learn something new each and every day, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb and we can find our way to that brand new day. And if we search with open minds, we just might see the same signs, and so choose the same paths more and more of the time, so that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb and and we can find our way to that brand new day. And so that we all can come together, I hope we avoid judgment and look for solutions for the 100%. So then one day at a time, step by step, we can find, and we can find our way to that brand new day. And maybe, just maybe, if we reach out and we speak about those changes that we seek, and help others do that too, why, we can make it through. So that one day at a time, step by step, we can climb, and we can find our way to that brand new day. Now it may seem much, much too hard, even hopeless at times, especially lately. But together we're unstoppable. A better world is possible. So one day at a time, step by step, let us climb, so we can find our way to that brand new day. Saying one day at a time, step by step, but let us climb, so we can find our way to that brand new day. You are just the gift recipient of the year, Whitney. But you know what? I'm not surprised. Thanks, Trevor, because you have a heart of gold and you come on and you're such a enjoyable, positive presence. So I'm sure people are like, oh, let's get her to stick around. Give her a gift. Maybe she'll stay. Uh-oh, there goes George. There goes George. Oh my God, I love the dancer. That's my fave. The dancer that, oh, the cute little bird swishing its tail is cute too. How many different, I don't want to open each one. How many different subscribers does that represent? I see Keegan is one, but if I would take me forever to click on all of them. How many, George? It's true, Whitney. It is so true. All right, guys, let us do another song. You know, I want to do TikTok, but I also want to do the Sun on the Sea. Well, am I going to be able to fit all that in? Oh, we just did that brand new day, so that's one of the two that I really wanted to do. So actually, I think we're doing pretty well. In an ideal world, let's do Sun on the Sea, TikTok, and then everybody's in a circle. Is that doable? I don't know. 12, I think. Shoot, what did I ask? Oh, 12 subscriptions? What? Oh my gosh, Whitney. What? No, you have 12 different gift subscriptions right now? How many hours a day are you spending on Twitch? What? Oh, you know what? I've got to see the emote on Twitch because it doesn't look like anything on Restream. I know, I love that, Keeks. Where did you get that? Oh, it's a public emote. Oh my gosh, they've really upped their game on the public emotes because the public emotes are always so boring. Honestly, barely any time. What the heck? That's crazy. That's insane. Maybe you're just, what you're doing is when you are on Twitch, you're hopping on to new streamers. Sure, you're not just, except me and Amber and stuff, you're not necessarily just revisiting the same person. You're going into different ones. Or like because when you're new, oftentimes when you're brand new watching a stream and you give some positive responses, you do get a gift subscription. Like it's definitely not that uncommon in my experience. But it's been a long time since I've hopped on anyone's, I'm sad to say. Even regulars, let alone new people. It is a sad truth. Because I would love some emotes. All right, let's do this out on the sea. Oh, I need a trip to the beach. What about you guys? Let's take a trip to this beautiful beach. Whitney's so lucky. Whitney lives right near the beach, 10 minutes away. Oh. Let's see. I close my eyes and breathe in the salty air delights me. The gulls calling bites me. The crash of a wave excites me. A sound like a rain stick. I open my eyes to see a billion pebbles glittering as they port on the sea. Told the sun on the sea and the sun on the sea, calling to me. Oh, along the shore I slowly walk, oh, feeling each grain of sand, but my eyes are drawn back toward the sea, and all the beams reflecting. I turn and stare, mesmerized, as if in a trance, overcome by the beauty. I burst forth in dance with the sun on the sea and the sun with the sun on the sea, dancing with me. Waves spreading over the sand, rows and rows of white sand, encrusted with pearly beads, tiny bubbles glistening. A big wave crashes on the shore, rushes forth to meet me. I stumble back laughing. It big stones to greet me. The sun on the sea and the sun on the sea, playing with me. Soon I reach the tide pools, teeming with life, green anemone shimmering, starfish clustering. Slow but sure I scale the rock, bare feet, bare hands, mindful each step to the top, to behold the ocean grand and the sun on the sea and the sun on the sea, dazzling me. Out at sea there are back toward the sun on the sea, calling to me, back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me, back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me, to dance with me, to play with me, to dazzle me. It's where I long to be. I needed that trip to the beach. I hope you had fun with me. I love that you said come join me, because I'm like, I am. You took a 4-mile walk by the beach today. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. You try to do everything and be there for everyone, but it's not always possible. You have to put yourself first. That's so true. You can't really be there for anyone to any extent if you don't take care of yourself. That's so true. Denise, thanks for the lovely emotes. I was going to say, because I don't have Stream Elements, it's still on my list. Everybody follow Denise Isaac Music if you're not already. Denise, if you want to put down, do you have a regular streaming schedule at this point? I cannot, I'm not sure. If you do, let us know. You love the songs. I love the song so much, Whitney says. As you know, I'm quite a memory-focused person. You associate an amazing memory from one of the first times you heard this song. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. Thanks, Denise, for the claps. The ever-growing list. Yes, the ever-growing list, indeed. You have no schedule. Hard to keep at it when you are chronically ill. Yes. Have you been dealing with... You know, this seems to be a theme in our group. I know you know you have a special needs daughter, but you've mentioned that before in the stream. But and I know that. But you mean yourself as well, I presume. This is why many of us are online, because it's easier to manage chronic illnesses and have some of a life online. But still, it's hard to keep up with the schedule. For years, I had no schedule at all, for sure. And yes, don't worry, Daniel. I don't think it'll be the last song, but let's not have it be the last song. I think, can it be the next one? I kind of had it teed up for the next song, because I kind of like to do a more upbeat song. Well, it is upbeat, but you know, I think it's a nice one in between. I was thinking of Everybody's in a Circle for the last song. Denise, have you seen Keegan's? I'm not sure if you were on and seen Keegan. You know, Keegan decided to, or was able to opt into becoming affiliate and made some emotes. So that's Whitney's using Keegan's little emotes. Group hug, yes. Group hug. Solidarity with chronic illness. For me, it's migraines, and really, in a way, my scoliosis, because it's like I have to do 45 minutes of PT a day just to keep it not painful or not as painful. Oh, those are the emotes. Whitney sharing all of Keegan's emotes. Aren't they great? I especially love the shaking head and the robot with the heart. That's my fave. Those are my faves. Yeah. Yeah, I think Whitney can also relate for sure. It's group therapy here. That's what we're about. You know what I used to call my streams? Music medicine. When I was on Periscope, I often would call them music medicine. I would change the stream title, and one of my stream titles was music medicine. All right, so we're doing some music medicine. Maybe I should do that still. I find it easier not to change my stream title every time. All right, so let's do some TikTok-y for Daniel, and then we'll see if we can squeeze in Everybody's in a Circle. All right, TikTok. This is a message to myself too. It's about seizing this opportunity if it feels right in all other respects, but maybe just a bit of a stretch, a stimulating stretch. TLC on group therapy. Oh my gosh. Totally. And TLC, there's got to be some interesting, TLC therapy. All right, here we go. What's such a good name? Oh, music medicine? TikTok, I should do the different text setup. I'm going to have to switch to it anyway to do Everybody's in a Circle. It's a little bit better for strummy songs. All right. Yeah. TikTok, TikTok, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. The time it is passing, where does it go? Hold on to it now, or you'll never know. 'Cause tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. No need to fear, oh me dear. All that you need is now and here. 'Cause tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Your chance is now, you know how. Before it's time to take your bow. 'Cause tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Do what you want, it may not wait. Grab it now, don't hesitate. 'Cause tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Your time it is now, you know. I'll show you how. Do what you can. I'll lend you a hand. I'm up here. The view is something you can do it now. You know, I'll show you how. We can make a plan. Just give me your hand. Just tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, before yours stops. Thanks for the clocks, you guys. And Keegan, Keegan's been learning German. Das ist wunderbar. Das ist wunderbar. Dankeschön, Keegan. Isn't that thank you? Is that thank you? I'm not sure. I have not been learning German. Okay, so yeah, we did TikTok, got it done. All right, so I think we have time for Everybody's in a Circle. I do. It's been a bit. You're welcome, Daniel. Thanks, Denise. Thanks, Trevor. Anybody have any intriguing plans for the weekend they want to share? Danke. But I think Danke Shane is also, it's not wrong, right? Danke. I had not heard that. What does Shane mean? Maybe very much or something? Do any of you people overseas know German?
Probably very much, yeah. Now we've got to look it up, Keeks. All right, here we go. Everybody's in a circle. This also kind of relates. You know, you've said this before, Whitney, how you love how songs can transcend the meaning that the author originally had in mind, the specific scenario the author was writing about, and for other people. And it's true for the author as well. So, like, you know, I wrote this song about the social anxiety I was joining this group and needing a vision that would get me through the fear to go ahead and do it calmly, and it worked. But now I'm thinking about it in terms of this song of like reaching out and like doing, like, I'm thinking about it in relation to another topic, not the choir stuff, the political stuff. I've been feeling a little like I don't know where I belong in that world. Like I've been out doing bunches of meetings and I have different ideas, but I'm just not exactly sure where I'm going to land. And so part of that is a little bit of social anxiety potentially. So, oh, wow, lots of free stuff at the church. That's cool. Yes, you were just saying this yesterday. Yes, so true. Well, you've helped my anxiety so much. I'm very thankful for everyone here. Yes. What does Sarah Sean mean, Keegan? And thanks for all the emotes, you guys. All right, let's do quick train. It's become a bit of a tradition. When we have 2 minutes to spare, we take the train out. Why walk when we could take the train? Let's go in style. All aboard! Oh, very nice. Train, ooh, chugga, 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 train, ooh, chugga, chugga. I see a train, it's going down the tracks. I'm afraid that it won't come back. Train, ooh, chugga, 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 train, ooh, chugga, chugga. It's going farther than my eyes can see. Hey there, train, wait for me. Train, chugga, 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 train, chugga, chugga. It's no use. No, it's no use. It's too far gone. Now I just left him singing this song. Train, chugga, 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 train, chugga, chugga. Train, chugga, 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 train, chugga, chugga. I forgot the last strum. That's so funny. Thanks for all the trains and the emotes and your sweet company, you guys. It's night and day having you on versus not on, let me tell you right now. There's my little blur, 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, most Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, as most of you know, and I should be back on Monday, therefore, for another hour of TLC and tunes and TLC therapy. Music therapy, effectively. Music medicine. You too. I didn't get to hear what anybody else is doing for their weekend, what any of you all are doing. So I hope you have a good weekend ahead, or at least not stressful. Relaxing maybe would be nice. Thanks, Trevor. Thank you. Me too, Daniel. Can't wait to see you Monday. Have a good rest of your bus ride. Not a damn thing. That sounds great, Trevor. That sounds like a perfect weekend. Some of my favorite weekends are spent puttering around the house. I love it. Sounds wonderful. I'm going to be doing lots of laundry. Not quite the kind of puttering that's my favorite, but oh well. All right, everyone. Until next time, beast bother. What the heck does that mean? Thanks for hanging out with us, Denise. It's always such a treat when you're able to come on and take care of yourself. And I hope things are better than average to come. Sometimes with us chronic, chronic people with chronic medical problems like you and I that's all you can hope for. Better than average. You and I and Whitney and others. We're in this together. Tender loving care as much as you can for yourselves is what I wish. Only from there can we give it to other people at all, like to the extent we have any left. See you later. That's the perfect thing for you to say, Keith, because I'll literally see you not much later at all. Bye, everyone. Have a good weekend. Bye. Bye, Daniel.